Football didn't just change, the formation on your screen became a disguise, and almost nobody watching at home has noticed. In 2007, if the graphic said 4-4-2, that team was close to a real 4-4-2. Two strikers up front, two wingers on the touchline, a holding midfielder or two protecting the back four. The shape you saw was close to the plan. In 2026, a team can start the match in a 4-3-3, build from the back in a 3+2, attack in a 3-2-5, and the moment they lose the ball, they're already arranged to win it back before the other team can look up. 3 different shapes, one label on the screen, and the label was wrong the entire time. Let's go back to 2007 first, because that season gets treated like a museum piece now, and it wasn't one. Manchester United lined up in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2, always with wingers, always fast in transition. Paul Scholes was hitting diagonal balls that split entire defenses. Michael Carrick was starting attacks from deep midfield. This was organized football. Arsenal played 4-4-2 or 4-5-1. Gilberto Silva held the middle. A young Cesc Fabregas was already the passing brain of the team. They pressed high, transitioned in seconds, and used the offside line like a weapon. Roma, logged by UEFA as a 4-2-3-1, defended as a 4-5-1 out of possession, switched play constantly, and pressed hard in their own half before dropping into a compact block. So here's the uncomfortable truth for anyone who wants to mock old football. 2007 already had pressing. It already had fast transitions. It already had tactical discipline. What it didn't have was a formation built to deceive you. Here's why that distinction matters. In 2007, a 4-4-2 held its open play identity much more clearly, whether the team had the ball or was defending without it. Fullbacks overlapped wide, crossed, and recovered. The two strikers stayed close together, waiting for service. The structure was the identity. Now watch that same graphic in 2026. The whistle blows. The team lines up in a 4-3-3 on screen. But the moment the goalkeeper gets the ball, both fullbacks step wide, the center backs split apart, and it's a back three. A midfielder drops between them to help build out. That's 3 shape changes. And the ball hasn't even reached midfield yet, now the attack develops. The team pushes into a 3-2-5. 3 at the back, 2 holding midfielders shielding them, 5 players stretched across the opponent's back line. Then the ball is lost. In 2007, losing the ball meant regrouping first. In 2026, the team is already positioned to counterpress instantly, because that back 2 or 3 behind the attack was never resting. It was placed there on purpose, before the ball was ever lost, in case it was. So what actually caused this? One rule. Before 2019, a goal kick had to leave the penalty area before any other player, teammate, or opponent could touch it. Defenders had to wait outside the box. Most goal kicks turned into first contact, second ball battles. Then the law changed. A teammate could receive the ball inside the penalty area straight from the kick. One sentence in the rulebook rewired the sport. A center back could now receive the ball 6 yards from his own goal line under full pressure, on purpose, because the goalkeeper was a passing option too. Teams stopped avoiding pressure near their own box. They started inviting it. Bait the opponent forward, draw 3 defenders in, then play through the gap they left, or go long into the space that same pressure just opened. By the 2026 World Cup group stage, only 52% of goal kicks were taken by the goalkeeper at all. In 2022, that number was 91%. In 4 years, more than a third of goal kicks stopped being the keeper's job, because center backs were starting attacks from positions that used to be considered too dangerous to even attempt. The restart nobody cared about became the most tactically loaded moment in the match. It's not just lying about positions, it's lying about people. Look at the fullback. In 2007, his job was simple: stay wide, overlap the winger, cross, recover. The position stayed where the name said it would. In 2026, watch that same fullback when his team has the ball. He steps inside, next to the holding midfielder. Your team isn't playing with 2 central midfielders anymore. It's playing with 3, and one of them is wearing a fullback's number. Why? It solves 2 problems at once. It adds a body in central midfield to control possession. And when the ball is lost, that player is already central, ready to stop the counterattack, instead of standing wide and out of the game, exactly where a 2007 fullback would have been. The team sheet says fullback, the job says midfielder, same disguise, different scale. And once the ball is lost, the trap that was already built starts closing. This is counter-pressing, and it is not the same thing as pressing. Pressing existed in 2007, but it was less connected to the entire possession structure. Counter-pressing is built in advance. Passing lanes already blocked, support players already 5 yards from whoever might receive it. The plan to win the ball back was drawn up before it left your possession. FIFA's technical review of the 2026 World Cup group stage named this one of the two defining trends of the tournament, alongside goalkeeper distribution, not a passing style, a rehearsed, collective reaction to losing the ball, planned with the same seriousness as an attacking move. One more piece made all of this possible, and it has nothing to do with tactics at all: the substitute bench. In 2007, official competitions allowed 3 substitutes, 3 chances to change the game. That capped how long a team could sustain a high-intensity press, because there was no way to refresh enough tired legs across 90 minutes. Now it's 5. A coach can pull an exhausted winger in the 60th minute, bring on a fresh presser, and keep the counterpress just as sharp in stoppage time as it was in minute 1. 3 subs limited how long the system could stay fresh. 5 subs made high-intensity football easier to sustain. So here's the real difference between 2007 and 2026. It was never that old football was simple and new football is smart. 2007 already had pressing, transitions, and tactical intelligence. What changed is that every phase of the game, goal kicks, fullbacks, losing the ball, even the bench, got wired into one continuous system. 2007 football was shape first. You could read the plan from the graphic. 2026 football is phase first. The shape on your screen is only true for the second you're looking at it. The formation didn't disappear. It just stopped telling the truth.